Welcome back to Pandemonium 3, ladies and gentlemen, at the beautiful Theatre Paradox right here in Montreal, Quebec. There you can see the first participant of this rather unusual matchup, Mr. Buddy Jacobs. Buddy, as you can tell, quite arrogant, rather full of himself, thinks the world of himself. He considers himself to be a ladies' man and a one-man band. Now, what's unusual about this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is it is what we call in the industry a luchas de apuestas match. This is going to be a hair versus hair matchup. Loic Bouchard is going to be the other participant in this matchup. These two men, former best friends. They've been friends since high school. They've shared living space together. They both had a dream to become professional wrestlers. They joined the industry right at about the same time. Both are only their first year into things, but they've garnered a lot of experience and in the process have developed a feud between them, thanks to Buddy Jacobs cutting a lock of Loic's hair. You can see the intense stare down at the center ring. A shove for his troubles. Buddy shooting around and throwing a huge right hand. Now a big forearm, several to the back. Celebrating a little early, and that's what happens. Loic muscling him in. And a big right hand of his own. Outside of a wrestling ring, you'd never know that Loic Bouchard was a professional wrestler. He's so laid back, but in here, he's extremely aggressive. But this time around, Buddy fools him, brings him into a front chancery, also known as a front facelock. Now, if Buddy were of a mind to attempt it this early in, he could have gotten a guillotine choke. But he gets shoved off and is now in a standing side headlock, courtesy of Loic Bouchard. Great pushback by Buddy, but Loic not letting go. Buddy trying the old elbow to the midsection there. Beautiful escape. A wrist up and over and pulling in his own side headlock. Trying to wrench down on it, and this is a great way for him to control the much larger opponent. Loic pushing him back. Oh, but Buddy, his own way of hanging on to things with a handful of hair. Tells the referee he didn't do nothing. Gets picked up and thrown away. Loic with a huge running right hand. And now a shoulder block. Off the ropes and beautiful cross body. Only a 1 count. Great way to start gauging how much damage you've done so far. Buddy taking a powder, jaw-jacking with the fans at ringside. Getting lifted by his mullet, but he turns it around. Great offensive maneuver. Some consider it underhanded. That's the name of the game. You got to get the win. Great stomps. Working his way up the body. Now one to the side of the head. Little Ronnie Garvin action here. Ronnie getting his respect in. Buddy picking an ankle up and now just wrenching on that. Wrenching on the knee joint, on the ankle. You can see Loic in a lot of pain here. And a stomp solidly on the outside. Great way to tear the ACL. Only gets a 1 count. Could have tried a deeper cover, but maybe he just wants to see how much more fun he can have. Dropping a flurry of offense on that leg again. Still not getting a 3. Referee right on top of things. Buddy now grabbing a clinch and bringing him up by the sides of his heads. Backing him off, Irish whip hard into the corner. Buddy jaw-jacking for a moment, maybe telling the fans what's up, and a beautiful jump-in clothesline. Right across the throat, Loic shaking it off, trying to. But there's that hard kick to the rope on the knee. And that stings, and it can cause tingling, almost numb sensations if you get a hold of the tendons when you do that. Springing off in a classic jump off the bottom rope and stomp to the knee. That is as old as the headlock in this business. Buddy taking a knee pad and now locking in a beautiful knee bar, getting rid of any possible support that he could have had on that knee. Beautifully applied, but getting shoved off. Great defense by Loic. Big clothesline, one-legged even, throwing a big boot with that bad leg. Catching him. Beautiful. Buddy Jacobs used his flexibility and agility to swing himself off and grabbed himself a beautiful DDT. Little dance for the ladies. Buddy running off, up and over. And a lion salt from the bottom rope, beautifully executed. This could be enough. Got a long 2 count there. He's getting a whole lot closer. That's the kind of offense that Buddy might be wanting to put into effect here if he wants to save that beautiful mullet of his. Loic pulling himself up in the far corner. Buddy in missing, getting caught with a Uranagi perhaps. Uranagi backbreaker. Flinging him off in a great knee to the upper body and possible chin. Buddy took a hard shot there. Rolling senton. Loic off again. A running back senton that time. Beautifully executed. Handspring off the ropes into a beautiful splash. This could be enough. Buddy getting a shoulder up. Not the hardest possible escape, but he definitely escaped. That's the important thing. Loic trying to bring some feeling back into that leg. Perhaps get the crowd ramped up to go along with him. Still trying to work that out. That limp slowing him down. Buddy paying close attention. It's great psychology. It's great forethought. You always want to try to figure out what your opponent plans to do 3 moves down the road. And this time ducking out of the way, and Loic Bouchard crashing hard to the floor. That was stunning impact. Loic in serious trouble. Hard into that ring post. Buddy just stringing together some great high-impact offense. Setting him up, missing with that punt kick and getting a leg sweep for his trouble as well. Slammed hard into the apron. As you've heard it said a million times, it's the hardest part of the ring. I can tell you that Buddy Jacobs can confirm that. Trading blows. Nice stepping high sidekick, almost a thrust. Picked up in a hard up and down spine buster. Buddy Jacobs in way more trouble than he could have planned for 30 seconds ago. That was incredible impact. This is what happens when friendship goes bad. We might be seeing the beginnings of one of those classic Canadian brother-type rivalries, ladies and gentlemen. 15 years down the road, we might have the next Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on our hands. And they fight just like brothers. Nice forearm to the side of the jaw and a return. Buddy lining up. High clothesline attempt and another high one getting ducked under again. Loic missing with his own. Catching him coming in. Tilt-a-whirl. Buddy looking for that cactus DDT. Getting stopped by his larger opponent. GTH. The attempt missed and Buddy getting a great chop block on the knee. Another high thrust kick. Punch to the midsection. Nice boot. Missing with the scissor kick. Loic missing with one of his own. Schoolboy roll-up almost enough. Loic barely escaping. And a beautiful enziguri. Getting caught though. Setting him up. Missing with a side suplex and another chop block. This is perfect strategy by Buddy Jacobs. He knows Loic Bouchard probably better than anybody in the world, and he knows where there are going to be weak spots, and anytime you face a larger opponent, it's always wise to take out the knees. Buddy setting up, running in, and getting caught with a huge clothesline. Loic hit that like he was launched out of a cannon. The speed and acceleration is incredible. When you make use of it, you don't miss. You get great results like that. Buddy is in a whole lot of trouble on the ring apron. Loic giving a little payback stomp and running him, and almost a javelin or luggage throw into the ring post. Buddy draped across that bottom turnbuckle in a very bad position. And a huge cannonball by Loic Bouchard. Paying for it himself, but does it pay dividends? Right now, Buddy Jacobs is out of a seriously advantageous position for Loic. He's on the floor, which means Loic either has to give him the time to rest and pull himself in, or he has to expend his own energy and go out after him. You can see that lower back troubling Loic a little bit. Beautiful, looked like a thumb to the eye. It's tried and true. Oh no, Buddy slipped. He miscalculated that top rope. Loic slips into a back ride. He's got the body tied up in the leg scissors and a huge sleeper hold, possibly rear naked choke. That is beautifully applied, squeezing the diaphragm. Is he still? I think that's it. I think he's gone out. Referee looking at, that's two. One more time, and this one is over. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Loic Bouchard just squeezing out that victory in the sense that he squeezed Buddy Jacobs out of consciousness. That was huge. That was a textbook applied rear naked choke. And now making his way to the ring is a barber from the wonderful Shamedy Cuts. They've sent an official barber along to oversee the coming festivities. Buddy Jacobs still unconscious on the mat, which is probably perfect. It gives the barber a chance to set himself up. Loic not the least bit afraid of him waking up, I'll bet you. He'd love to choke him out again. We got a little bit of movement. Things starting to come back. Lights perhaps flickering. Looks like he's thanking his mom for the ride home from school. And there you have it, Loic squeezing in a little bit more. On goes the apron tape. This crowd, they cannot wait. The theater is absolutely rocking right now. The fans are so excited about this. They dislike Buddy Jacobs so much. Loic holding a pair of scissors high overhead. Larger set. The crowd giving him kind of the come see, come saw gesture. And there's what everybody wants. That is a barber quality set of clippers. This will make short work of that beautiful mullet that Buddy Jacobs has, or had, as the case now is. Buddy's still almost asleep here. I don't think he has the slightest clue what's going on. Loic wasting no time now. There's your proof for the fans at home and the fans here in the theater. They are loving it. Our barber from Shamedy Cuts getting a huge kick out of it. Now watch a pro go to town. Oh. He is raking that off. Loic like a kid in a candy store or perhaps a toy store. He looks so happy right now. This crowd calling for it. Oh. It was an incredible matchup we just saw, ladies and gentlemen. These two gentlemen, they have got an incredible future ahead of them. If they decided to beat each other up all around the world, people would pay to see it. That was an incredible matchup. And now perhaps the fruit of our labors coming to payment. Eyes starting to flutter. And it looks like they've got a huge mirror ready to show off their great work. And here's, oh God, that's the wake-up slap to the back of the neck. Oh, he has no clue. He didn't see it. There it is. Jacob sees it. Oh, he is mad. Trying to gather up as much as he can. Could try gluing it on. What a tremendous effort by these two young gentlemen, and I cannot wait to see more from them in the very near future. Be sure to catch more Pandemonium 3 action coming your way when we have a phenomenal main event still ahead. Main event in the World Heavyweight Championship match coming your way.